Zambia. It is season 3. I'm so excited of the Jameson Live Radio Show. My name is Kaliwa, aka the Black Stallion. And of course, this is not going to be a regular show. All right, we've twisted things a little bit, but we're still going to keep the same energy. We're going to keep, it's slightly different this time, just to keep things fresh, of course. Now, we'll be serving you the show in a different format. That's the reason why I'm talking about this season. So our conversations are going to be different, more diverse, of course, and will be more introspective and, of course, more fun as usual on the Jameson Live Radio Show. So remember to follow the conversation on social media. So remember, you got Jameson on Twitter, you got Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. So it's at Jameson Zam. So tag the show as well. Would really love to hear from you. Tag us on the conversations that we're going to be having. It's hashtag Jameson Live Radio ZM. All right, so today in studio, my first guest for season 3. I am so excited. I mean, I personally know her, but I like the world to know her as well. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Natasha. I always need to read this name.
That's fine, Kaliwa.
Always need to read this name because I always just like to stick to Natasha Banda, but it's Natasha Omokhodion Kalulu-Banda.
Thank you very much.
So Natasha is a creative entrepreneur who enjoys the power of storytelling. Yes. As well as an aspiring author. One of her published stories is No Be From Here. Natasha, welcome to the show, first of all.
Thank you, Kaliwa. Thank you for having me. It's
so excited
awesome to be here. Thank you, as am I.
I know, right? and so tell us about this title, No Be From Here. Now, the here is spelled like H-I-A,
yes,
right?
Yes, that's right.
Oh, tell us about it.
So, obviously, you had to read out my name, and I've had to go through that my whole life, People sort of like, where are you from? Okay, you're from here, but where are you from? So the title No Be From Here is Nigerian Pidgin for foreigner. So it's sort of talking about a child that belongs in two worlds, who's neither completely from one place or the other. So that is where the title No Be From Here comes from.
Oh, okay, clever.
Yeah, thank you.
I like it. I like it a lot. All right. So Jameson Live Radio Show, stick around. We'll be getting into relationships. All right? Money or love. So Natasha's going to tell us where she stands.
Nobody mixes it better with Jameson Live Radio. Triple distilled, twice as smooth. This is Jameson Live Radio. You are in the mix with Jameson Live Radio.
All right, so let's get into this. You're an author, you're a writer. Tell us, your story. Money or love? What is it? Whether in a relationship like marriage,
okay,
or even just people dating, money or love. What's your take on that?
Well, Kaliwa, first of all, you can have asked me a more difficult question. Like, you may as well just give me a calculus problem or an Einstein formula.
Maybe we should do that.
I know. I'm sure everyone's tuning like, what's Natasha going to say? Is it money? Is it love?
We want to know.
Can you get like a drum roll at this point?
There we go.
Well.
Bang.
Money or love?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a very, very difficult one. But I think I've come to find, Kaliwa, that I think love is something that is such a privilege to have.
Really?
Yes, I do. I think it's one of the most difficult things to just come by. So if it comes, grab onto that. That's such a privilege. It's I think the best gift the universe could give you. And then as for money, I think it's important for one to have their own relationship with money, right? So the same way I must have a relationship with myself before I have one with someone else, I should have one with money before I engage another party. And as a result, I think I am responsible for what money I can make or not make. The other party, we'll see how it goes. But for me, that is one thing God has already given me that I have control over. So I think love first, then we can sort out the money issues. That's an intrinsic thing that you are able to control. Yeah. But love, I think, is a real gift that you can't just walk into.
Why do you say that, though? That, is love so hard to come by? Especially these days.
Oh, first of well, love has to be worked on, You've got to be willing to work on it. But to work on it, you've got to find that partner to work on it with, right?
Yeah.
Finding the partner, I don't think it's that simple and straightforward to find someone that you glue with and gel with, and it's a long-term, lifelong sort of thing. No, I don't think so.
Okay.
So I think the one thing within your control is your ability to create wealth. Yeah, with or without love, you can make it happen.
Okay.
But love is dependent on who you meet in the end.
Okay. Speaking of, you were talking about finances. Let's talk finances,
sure.
though. In your relationship.
Leave my relationship.
We need to get into it. Natasha's relationship. Okay. What's your take on finances? Do you share when it comes to finances? Have you talked about finances? At the beginning of your relationship, during? How does it affect your relationship?
Yeah, look, finances are central, like your physical health, like anything else that is key. You cannot ignore finance. I believe the relationship starts like I said, with money. It should be the same. By the time you're with a partner, you're probably reflecting what your own relationship is like with money. And your partner is probably going to come with his own version or their own version of their relationship with money. Now, that's also part of why your relationship will work or not work. So you can't have a complete 100% miser, who's now dating or married to someone who just loves to spend. I think the two have to work in tandem. So, yes, it's very important that your financial relationships individually and together with money have to work together. And to work together, you have to communicate. So, are you sharing budgets? Are we spending on a holiday, or are we going to spend on a course, instead? It's got to be aligned with both your expectations. So without that, it's just not going to work.
So who keeps the money in your relationship?
Kaliwa.
Yeah, just by you laughing like that?
No.
I know who does.
He keeps his money, I keep my money,
Wow.
But we are both aware of our responsibilities in our relationship and to our children, which is priority one. So I think we're fairly liberal in that sense. We walk our own paths as long as our common needs are met and we are meeting those obligations. Then we walk together on a common path.
Okay, we'll take it. But I know you have his PIN number and for all his bank cards. Standard procedure. I know.
Standard procedure.
Relationships, when it comes to relationships, money really is an issue.
Yes.
It is an issue.
Yeah, it is a real one.
And I think a lot of people get into relationships and they don't talk about finances in the beginning of the relationship. And I've heard people who've now gotten into the relationship. Now money has become a problem, and that's the reason why they've split up because they didn't have the talk.
True.
So do you think it's important to?
I do think it's important, like I've said, but also life changes. Life is long, especially if you're talking marriage and long term. Situations can change.
Oh, yeah.
So you cannot say, even if you spoke about it in the beginning, if tomorrow perhaps one of you was able to earn and isn't able tomorrow, that shouldn't have to change the fundamentals of your relationship, the glue that sticks the two of you together.
Yeah.
So that's also communication,
There we go.
So, if things go wild, you should be able to talk to your friend and say, things are changing. We've got to downgrade, we've got to downsize. And that all comes with communication and working in tandem.
Lovely stuff. Join the conversation. Give us a call. 0974-870-877. You can call us right now. What is your take on, relationships? We're talking money or love. What is your take? Can maybe give somebody some advice out there who's in a situation. What is your stand? Would really, really like to hear from you. And I'm so excited because 15 minutes from now, we are going live. We're going to be continuing this conversation on YouTube. So remember that you need to subscribe. All right, subscribe to the Jameson Zam YouTube page. That's what we're going to be, talking more about relationships and the like. So make sure that you keep it locked. And, of course, more on that page. So much that you can get. So, Natasha, it's been good having you. At least you've given us a snippet.
Tiny snippet.
A tiny snippet. And, of course, we can't thank you enough for being the first guest, third season,
Wow.
You know?
Thank you. Thank you, Jameson. Thank you, Hot FM. It's such a pleasure. Like, all the famous people in Zambia come here. And so, yeah, I'm, honored today, Kaliwa, to be in your presence. Thank you very much.
I love that. All right. So, once again, we'd like to thank our guests. So this is going to be a bit different from the usual. I'm sure a lot of people are expecting us to have like 30 minutes of Jameson Connect, but live radio, I beg your pardon. But it will be just like this, 15 minutes, but you can join us for the second half, as we call it, on the YouTube page. Now, it's going to be some really, really great conversations that we're going to be having. So I'll be there, of course. We got Daniel Machia, who is my co-host, whom, of course, a lot of people are familiar with. I'm sure people are like, where's Daniel on this show here today? Because usually he's here. Ludo is our guest host on that. We got Muchemwa Sinkala, who is a guest host as well. And we've got Jordan Lusaka, who is our guest. So make sure that you go to YouTube. All right, let's sit back for now. We can go have a bit of a drink just to freshen up and wait for the YouTube channel page, that is. But don't forget, I'm going to be back on Jameson Live Radio. This is going to be on this same station, 17 hours on Thursday. All right, Thursday, the 28th of November. So please mark your diaries. Always enjoy Jameson responsibly. And of course, while you share with your family and your friends. Zambia, Shale Nippon. Till next time.